So tell me something. Let's go back in time a little bit, right? So let's imagine we were friends growing up, 16 years old, 15 years old, 16 years old. We were in school together. Who is Mario?
Who was Mario? Okay, well, I was a kid growing up in India. I left India when I was 16 years old and moved to the UK. Studies, education is what Indian parents always want their kids to do, which I came to London to do. I was good at that. I went to school, I went to college, I went to university. I did 2 degrees in mathematics and accountancy. So between my 2 degrees, I decided that, I want to travel the world. And it's something that I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. I used to sit outside my grandma's house and watch planes take off. I'm talking about the 80s, man. It's like only rich people did that stuff, and it was something that I always wanted to do since I was a kid. I'm talking about 5-6-year-old kid, And so studying, getting a degree, working, that's what initially the plan was, And they say life has its way, right? And salsa just popped into my life one evening, and it was not something I planned. It was never something I wanted to do. It just happened in my life, and 21 years later, here I am. But 15, 16, study, get a degree, work, have a family, blah, 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 the usual Indian parent thing. Mm-hmm. But it all changed. Convincing my mom to let me do what I'm doing now was a very key factor of my life because, spending 7 years in university with a lot of money and stuff, and then I'm like, Mom, I want to go teach salsa. Okay, but my mom is cool, and she accepted it, and she was good. Mm-hmm. That was the part that I was really afraid that maybe she would not let me do it.
Yeah.
And she did, and it happened, and here I am. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It's a good story.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I grew up in Durban myself, and I don't know if you know this, but Durban is said to be the biggest community of Indians outside of India.
I know. I see them in the cricket matches there.
Yeah, right. And I mean, I've grown up in Indian communities my whole life. Well, most of my youth, they were like known to be a lot safer than the communities which would suit my demographic, being
sure.
a mixed
So
race.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And you got to be an engineer, doctor,
an accountant, or something on those lines. Yeah. So 15, 16, that was my goal was to educate myself and go in the direction of what normal Indian kids want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't regret having done all that because I think I learned discipline in college. I learned how to teach. I learned how to learn. I learned how to do exams. I learned how to. So all those things accumulated into guiding me to becoming somebody good at teaching. You know what I mean? It's like performing was not something I wanted to do. Teaching is something I love, and I guess all that just helped me be where I am today.
Mm-hmm.
So
teaching is not a. It's not something.
No, it's a skill, bro. It's a skill, and you know what? A lot of people are good at performing. Not good at the other side. A lot of people are good at social dancing, not on the other one. So people are teaching, I consider myself to be a good teacher. I love teaching. I love, I consider this to be an interview, and people always ask me in interviews, like, what makes a good teacher? For me, it's like, if you don't have the answer to a question that somebody's asking you, don't teach. Simple as that. That's it. Mm-hmm. Don't tell them this is the advanced class, you got to know the answer to them now. That's the wrong things to say. You answer them because they're paying you money to learn from you, you teach them. And it's as simple as that. And I guess I'm still learning all those problems, so it's good. It's good. It's still a learning experience.
Totally. I mean, that's one of the things that always has annoyed me before going to classes where the teacher's is like, just feel it, man. Just feel it. What a cop out, right?
It's you can't say. To be good at something, you need a lot of bad things around you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, so if you felt that, somebody told you that, right? You'd be like, okay, I got to find another teacher. And that would bring you to me eventually. And that's what will make you see, like, okay, this guy's better than that guy. So if I was the only guy in your city teaching, you would undervalue me. because you wouldn't believe anything I'm saying, or you wouldn't take it. So it's good to have that stuff around us as well. But in India, we are very, very. I'm a Catholic. Okay, so I'm not Hindu, but I grew up in a Hindu area of India. So teachers are like second to God. So for us, you don't just go there and teach. You've got to think of this as something that people are valuing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like a vocation.
Absolutely. And well, now the world has changed a little bit, but still, teaching is a skill. It's a skill that you need to constantly keep working on and developing it.